Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, where in today's video I'm going to finish up mending our hearts after a breakup workshop. It is the final day and it's all about taking our power back. I'm sorry, I had a week of sickness, so I wasn't able to finish it off right one after the other, but this is the final to take our power back while we mend our heart after a breakup. And what exactly does taking our power back mean? Essentially, we give our power away to people when we allow them to hold on to our feelings that a situation is creating for us. My name is Anna Morfides. I am a student clinical counselor, and we're doing intense trauma healing workshops and teachings right now. And this holds hands very much with what we experience as children, unhealed and perhaps stored emotions that come forth through traumatic experience, such as an ending of a relationship. Essentially, that's a loss that is perceived to be a traumatic experience, something that we're not able to process in the moment within our own nervous system, because we, as humans, we give meaning to things. We give meaning such as, I wasn't good enough, and I'm never going to find anyone, and I'm bound to be rejected, and why don't I matter, and why can't anyone love me, and why can't they show up for me? What's wrong with me? Am I gonna find someone? What's happening? Like, these questions, like, what is happening, and why am I feeling so disheartened? Why am I feeling so sad? Why am I feeling so unworthy? We take our power back from having that experience keep us in this negative cycle of feeling by understanding where that emotion was learned in the first place. So we're gonna go through these 6 questions, okay, to take our power back, because essentially everything stems back to our childhood, and it could be a one isolated experience or many isolated experiences that compound over a long period of time and create a belief within us that sounds like, I'm not good enough, I'm unlovable, I don't matter, I'm bound to be rejected, I'm bound to be alone, I'm too needy, I'm defective, all these negative core beliefs. And then we experience these beliefs, right? Because that's our vibrational field. So you can be like the best person on earth, and you work really hard and you volunteer all the time. But if you grew up with parents that did not allow you to feel safe, seen, secure, and soothed, and say that you were physically punished, there was emotional abuse, or even your parents were great, but they were like emotionally unavailable. These ways that we develop to essentially get through our childhood become blueprint imprints of how we're going to show up in our adult relationships. So we replay these cycles of our childhood, like these core beliefs that we acquire become our vibrational field, and then we bring in experiences that match that vibrational field. So if you were like the best student, the best athlete, but say like you had a mother like mine who she grew up with a stepmom that was really abusive, therefore the intergenerational pattern continued, and then she didn't know how to be not abusive and like punitive and like punishing. It didn't matter how good I was, I would find myself as an adult recapitulating relationships that were essentially resembling my mother. And I was still that little girl, now as an adult, seeking to find my mother through my romantic relationships. Like, finally someone's gonna love me, but then it wouldn't happen, and I would be like, why is this happening? Why can anyone love me? It wasn't happening because it didn't matter how hard I worked, how much I volunteered, how much I did things. The inside of me, the makeup, my emotional body makeup, was not that of I am worthy, I am awesome, I am so beautiful, I'm worthy of love, I deserve everything, I know boundaries. It was none of that. It was actually the complete opposite of that. I felt unworthy, I felt not good enough. I had a negative self-view, an anxious attachment style. So that was my vibration. So no matter what I was doing, I wasn't able to break out of the cycle, because that's how the laws of energy work, right? It's not what I'm doing, it's what I'm feeling. And that's why manifestation really works, because it's not what you're doing right now in this present moment that will determine you reaching your goals. It's how you're feeling. So if you're doing a job that you don't love, but you keep going into that job that you don't love, feeling like how you would feel in the job that you really want, and you go into that job every day like that, then you're going to attract in that job that you really want in the end, because the feeling, the emotions, the energy and motion is the driving force of creating our reality, co-creating our reality, which is stemmed from our subconscious mind, which I'm going to do another episode on. Like, our consciousness creates our reality. That's going to be a whole other episode, because that's a really, really, really big topic. Great way to start off 2026. Okay, so taking our power back. Actually, let's settle in before we go into this, to really understand where these unhelpful feelings and thoughts and emotions are coming from in the first place. So settle into your chair. Take a few deep breaths right into your diaphragm. Really settle with yourself. Calm down that nervous system. And bring into the room right now your current self. The self that has experienced heartbreak, your heartbroken self. Bring in your inner child, your adolescent self, any other versions of self that feels broken, unseen. Bring in all those selves into the room with you. And then also invite the self, your future self, the one self that has the relationship that you have always dreamt of and wanted, the relationship with you are seen and supported. And now you can keep your eyes closed or you can open them up, but I'm going to lead you through a series of questions as you go through this to take back your power, because feelings are a compass of what needs to be healed, and people will bring out those feelings very often through instances like breaking up with us or leaving us, abandoning us, rejecting us, however you want to experience it. But this is your key to freedom. So ask all of yourselves in the room right now, what do they need to hear? Do they need to be heard? Do they need to be cherished? Do they need to be held? Do they need to be accepted? Give that to yourself. This is our chance to reparent ourselves. This is a chance to create that safety that we never had as a child. This is a chance for us to raise our vibration and create that self-love that then you can be matched by the outside world. Now ask those versions of yourselves, or the one with your broken heart, what have I been carrying for so long, and who gave that to me? Who asked me to carry this in the first place? Your not good enoughness, your unworthiness, your abandonment issues, the thought that you don't matter, you're not wanted. When did you start carrying this, and who gave that to you? Where did you learn that? Pause this video if you must. And I'm going to go on to the next question. Ask yourself, if I fully trusted that all will be working out for me, what would I do next? If I fully trusted that everything is always working out for me, what would I be doing next? What would that be? What do I want to be working out for me? And then again, we're going to go in and reparent ourselves. We're going to change our belief that we can have it all. We do deserve it. It doesn't mean that other people are so lucky. Luck has nothing to do with it. It's all about how you feel internally. Perhaps you need more self-worth. Perhaps you need a different self-concept. Perhaps you need to shed all of your unhelpful, negative core beliefs about yourself. Trust the process and create a new belief, because a belief in a negative thought, you believe it enough that it becomes reality. A belief in a positive thought, you believe it enough and it becomes reality. What is your belief? What are you believing now? And which version of yourself have you been ignoring for so long, but they're the ones that hold the key to your freedom? Have you been ignoring your boundaries? Have you been ignoring when you want to say no and you say yes? Have you been ignoring what you put up with? Have you been ignoring not taking on other people's emotions? Have you been ignoring your self-care? Have you been ignoring the version of you that has everything from within and is not needing any validation from anyone outside of them? You are whole and complete, and you are welcoming others to come and join you in that whole and completeness. We're not looking for others for our puzzle pieces that have been lost through our life so far. What have you been afraid to say out loud for so long? Because when you will do that, it will change everything. Say it out loud right now. Without being afraid, that you're going to be left behind, that you're going to be abandoned again, you're going to be rejected again, without being afraid of standing in your truth, what would you say? What would you say to that person that broke your heart? Say it. Say it right now out loud. Change your narrative. Who is the new person? What is your new narrative? Who are you? You are worthy. You are lovable. You deserve everything. You deserve to show your boundaries. And you deserve for them to be honored. The more you respect yourself, the more the others are going to match that respect from the outside. No more breadcrumbing. There is no room for that. No more taking other people's emotions. No more projecting onto you their feelings. Everyone is taking self-responsibility. Everyone is able to listen and hear each other. Everyone has awareness of how they're showing up. There's communication, there's respect, empathy, curiosity. And to anyone that cannot bring that to us, I want to use this phrase right now, but I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to say fudge off. But like I really want to scream it. Like, fudge you. I don't need you in my life anymore. I don't need this. I do not need this. There is no room for that in my vibration because I love myself. I respect myself. I am worthy of everything. I know of this now. And so it is. And keep going with your new narrative. Add in there all the things that you want to hear. This is your superpower. This is how we take our power back. We change our story. We write a new narrative. And the last most powerful thing, what does the version of you that has already made it in a connection where it is everything that you dreamt of, everything that you want to experience or yearning for, what does that version that has already made it in that relationship not tolerate anymore? What does a version of you in the most powerful relationship, because she has that, or he has that, or they have, because you have that with yourself, what are you not tolerating anymore from within you? You don't tolerate any more self-criticism. You don't tolerate any more self-judgment. You don't tolerate any more saying no when you want to, or saying yes when you want to say no. You don't tolerate people that don't respect your boundaries. You don't tolerate these things. You don't. You'd rather disappoint others than disappointing yourself. Like you're choosing differently. You're forgiving yourself. You're so kind to yourself. So much compassion for self. You love yourself so much no matter what you do, that you give people no other choice but to love you just the same. Think about that for the second. And now embody that version of self. Embody that new, not even new, a different version of you. The version where you're like receiving. You're cherished. You're being texted back. You're being communicated with in a timely manner. There's an inner knowing that they're going to get back to you. There's an inner knowing that if someone's meant to be in your life, they will be in your life. You don't have to worry. You don't have to be anxious. You don't have to chase. If it's meant to be yours, it's going to be yours. If it's not meant to be yours, you're going to learn something and you make room for something different. And if you're going to be tested by the universe, you're not going to go back down that route of like, what's wrong with him? Why is this happening again? Know that it's a test. I'm being tested. The universe wants to know I mean business. Universe is just checking that my boundaries are in check. Am I going to go back and be the same person? Am I going to repeat the same thing? And if you do, that's okay too. Compassion, 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 no matter what. I've repeated the same lesson so many times, and so what? And I've continued to work on myself through therapy. I'm now like 47, almost 10 years into this work. And like, I'm finally, I guess, not finally getting it. I've gotten it, but like it's manifesting in my outside reality within the last few years. So, and I'm not saying this is how long it's going to take for you. It just depends. How much capacity you have the work, how much work are you doing, how much trauma you have endured as a child. It's all individual for everyone and anyone. I hope that you received what you needed to get out of this video. With all my love and gratitude, always, I am so grateful for you and the opportunity for me to do this channel. Let me know in the comment below if you feel comfortable, what this brought forth for you. And yeah, if you have any future ideas for any future videos, I welcome it. If you liked anything about it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, I welcome that too. Anything, I'm so grateful for you, and I will see you next time for the video on consciousness and how that essentially shapes our reality and how to like fully take control of that for the year 2026. I'll see you next time.